Okay, yeah, so today is all about change, right? How do we really thrive in a changing environment?
What I picked up most of all was how she used her experience in life with relationships and building relationships on the show to how she was able to manipulate and change different things to get her to where she wanted to ultimately be.
When I went on the show Survivor, people always ask me, why in God's name would anyone want to go on the show Survivor? You get one machete. Okay, I'm from Queens. We don't usually use a machete, so some people think otherwise, but I don't.
It took her 4 years of submitting videos and continuously trying, and that really shows her commitment to, her goal of getting on the show, and she never gave up and ended up, making itself work for her.
The things that we learn in the boardroom are the same skills that you need on an island.
She's a very animated storyteller, very engaging and funny, really great to listen to, and she does a really good job of tying in her real-world experiences with the business world and things that we deal with on a day-to-day basis.
I called on Monday. I called Monday night. Now, I work in a corporate environment, so I know the trick, right? When you work in corporate America, if you change the last 2 digits of any extension, you know you're getting somebody else in that office, right? So I'm like, you can't fool me. I start calling these extensions. I got voicemail everywhere. I get a call, it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And the casting manager calls and he's like, hi, this is so-and-so from Survivor. I'm like, oh my God. All right, deep breath. He's like, Carolyn, you are your worst enemy. I'm like, what? He's like, I got 7 messages from you. And I'm thinking, that's all?
I find change really relevant, especially in the industry that we're working in. We do travel for oil and gas companies, so right now, that's a very cyclical environment. It's constantly evolving and changing, and we have to stay on top of that. So I found this speech very empowering and motivational.
Who are the change agents in the organization? Who has the reputation out there? Who is going to help you through this change process? So selecting the right ambassadors for change is critical.
I thought that Carolyn was a great speaker, very enthusiastic. It's amazing to see how you can relate business elements into something else that you would have never thought you could do.
I take the clue and I throw it in the fire. Now they all think that I am psycho at this point, totally psycho. And I take a stick, because Shireen's like ready to dive in after it. And so I take a stick and I'm like, stay back, because I don't want her to look at it. So I burn the clue, which is not the clue, it's the instructions on how to use the crab trap. So the worst part about it is I didn't read the instructions first. We never caught a crab. We never caught a crab, we never caught a fish. We were so clueless. So when we got to the merge, we were so happy to be with the blue collars, because they're like fishing, they don't even have fishing gear, they're like diving in, like biting it with their teeth, and I'm like, how do they know how to do this stuff? If you and I are in an alliance and I see you talking to everybody else and not talking to me, I'm gonna think you've changed your alliance. So I pull it out and everyone's face was like, oh, no, she didn't. Oh, yes, she did. So I played my immunity idol. There were 5 votes for Carolyn. I voted for Dan, and Mike voted for Dan. 5-2.
Her experiences on Survivor are the same experiences that we use every day to survive the marketplace and the sales strategies and all that. But the one thing that she kept going back to is developing relationships, that relationships are better than all the other stuff combined.
I always think about, you have to change yourself first before you can lead people through change. You have to feel good about what you're all about and taking advantage of those endless possibilities that are all around us helps us through that each and every day.